If you want to land your first 3 AI automation clients without spending a cent on ads, this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through a simple, repeatable system you can use even if you're starting from zero audience. Instead of chasing every new AI tool, we'll focus on what actually gets you paid. A clear offer, a short outreach routine, and a simple way to deliver results. By the end, you'll know exactly what to do this week to move toward your first 3 clients. Those first 3 clients are special. They give you cash, confidence, and case studies, so you stop feeling like a beginner and start operating like a real AI automation studio. We'll keep the max simple. If each client pays you, say, $1,000 to $2,000 for an implementation or a first-month retainer, 3 clients can already replace a job or give you a serious financial runway. You don't need a complicated funnel or fancy branding to get there. What you need is clarity: who you help, what problem you solve, and how you're going to start conversations with people who can say yes. Step 1 is to choose a niche you actually understand. It can be local service businesses, real estate agents, small e-commerce brands, coaches, agencies, or any industry where people already pay for leads and operations. If you've worked in a specific industry before, start there. Your insider knowledge about their language, tools, and daily headaches will matter more than which AI model you're using under the hood. Step 2 is to pick 1 or 2 concrete outcomes you can deliver with AI and automation. Forget vague AI consulting. Business owners pay for clear business results. For example, you might help them capture and qualify more leads from their website and social channels on Autopilot. Or you help them follow up with every lead across email, SMS, and WhatsApp, so nobody gets lost. Another powerful outcome is turning a messy inbox into a clean, trackable pipeline. New inquiries are tagged, routed, and responded to quickly, so deals move forward instead of dying in someone's Gmail. Package that into a simple offer that sounds like this. In 3 weeks, we'll set up an AI-powered follow-up system so your business responds to every new lead in under 5 minutes without hiring extra staff. Notice a few things about this offer. It has a clear timeline, a clear outcome, and it speaks the language of money and time, not the language of prompts and models. You can also add a light guarantee, especially for your first 3 clients. For example, if you're not happy with the system, I'll keep working for free until you are, or I'll undo the changes and you keep the assets. Now, let's talk about the minimum assets you need to sell this offer. You do not need a full website. A clean profile and a 1-page document describing your offer are enough. That 1-pager should cover who you help, what problem you solve, your process in 3 simple steps, and what the client gets by the end. Think of it as a sales page compressed into a single page you can attach or link to. The second asset is a short Loom video demo, even if it's just a prototype. Record your screen, walk through a simple automated flow, and explain in plain language how it saves time and captures revenue. For your first clients, you can even show a mock setup in your own accounts. What matters is that they see the idea and feel that you know what you're doing. Now we're ready for outreach. We'll start with warm outreach because that's the fastest path to your first yes. Make a list of everyone you've worked with before, past clients, colleagues, and business owners you actually know by name. You'd be surprised how many people are curious about AI but have no idea where to start. Send them a simple message like this: "Hey, I've been helping businesses use AI to automate lead follow-up and admin work. I thought of you because reason." Would you be open to a quick call to see if this could save your team time? The goal of this message is not to pitch in the DMs. The goal is to start a real conversation and book a short call where you can understand their situation. Set a daily target for yourself, like 5 to 10 warm messages per day. In a week, that's 30 to 50 conversations started, and you only need a few of those to turn into calls. Once you've gone through your warm network, layer in targeted cold outreach. This is where LinkedIn, email, and maybe Instagram DMs come in, depending on where your niche hangs out. A great pattern is to send a short, permission-based message first. Something like, "Hey, I help niche respond to every new lead in under 5 minutes using AI automation. Is this something you're already working on? Or can I send you a quick Loom showing how it would look for you?" If they say yes, you record a personalized Loom that walks through their website or funnel. You point out where leads are currently leaking and show, in concrete steps, how your system would patch those leaks. At the end of the Loom, invite them to a call with a clear next step. For example, if this looks interesting, just reply Loom and I'll send over a short proposal and a link to book a call. To sweeten the deal, you can frame your first interaction as an AI automation audit. You review their current lead flow, highlight 3 quick wins, and then offer to implement the system for them. Now let's talk about what happens on that first call. Think of the call as a structured conversation, not a pitch where you talk for 30 minutes straight. Start with context. Thank them for taking the time. Confirm how much time you have, and set a light agenda. For example, we'll spend 10 minutes understanding your current process, 10 minutes walking through a solution, and then we'll decide together if it makes sense to move forward. Your first goal is discovery, understanding how they currently get leads, how they follow up, and where they feel the most pain. Ask questions like, what happens after someone fills in your form? And how many leads slip through the cracks in a typical week? Reflect back what you're hearing so they feel understood. Then connect their pain to your outcome. A fast, reliable, semi-automated follow-up system built around AI. When you present your offer, keep it simple. Explain what you'll build, how long it will take, what they need to provide, and what success will look like from their perspective. Then state your price confidently and stop talking. Silence is uncomfortable, but it gives them space to think and respond instead of feeling pressured. If they say, "I need to think about it," you can reply with something like, "Totally fair. What specifically do you want to think about? The price, the timing, or whether this is the right solution?" That keeps the conversation honest and practical. Once they say yes, your job is to make working with you feel organized and safe. Send a simple agreement, an invoice, and an onboarding checklist that clearly explains what happens next. On the first onboarding call, confirm the outcome again in their words. Agree on the timeline, what access you need, and what communication channel you'll use for updates. Break the work into a 2 or 3 week roadmap. Week 1 might be mapping their flow and designing automations. Week 2 is implementation. Week 3 is testing, refinement, and training their team. Give them small, fast wins early in the project. For example, even turning on one automated follow-up sequence can show visible progress and build trust. Over-communicate during the first engagement. Send short Loom updates, show what's done and what's next. And make it easy for them to give feedback without feeling like they're drowning in technical details. Now comes the part most freelancers skip, turning one happy client into 3. Once you've delivered results, ask directly for referrals and intros. You can say, if you're happy with the system, who are 2 or 3 other business owners you know who would benefit from this? I can send them a short Loom and mention we worked together. Make it easy by writing a short email they can forward. At the same time, get permission to use their project as a case study. You don't need a fancy PDF. A simple before and after story is enough. Turn that story into content, a LinkedIn post, a short video, or a section on your one-pager. Over time, these little proof points stack up and make every future conversation easier. Finally, track your numbers like a real business. How many messages do you send per day? How many calls does that create? How many calls turn into paying clients? When you see the math, the process feels less emotional. You realize that a no or a ghosted email is just part of the system, not a verdict on your skills. If you commit to one clear offer, daily outreach, and consistent follow-through, landing your first 3 AI automation clients is not a dream. It's just a small project you complete, one conversation at a time. So to recap, pick a niche, define a concrete outcome, package it into a clear offer, set up simple assets, run your warm and cold outreach, and turn every happy client into a magnet for the next ones. If you want more step-by-step breakdowns of AI automation offers, sales flows, and delivery systems, make sure you subscribe to AI Business Autopilot. Now, go send your first message today. Your first 3 clients are closer than you think.